Scooby-Doo and the Gourmet Ghost is a 2018 feature film. This is directed by Doug Murphy, and I quite enjoyed this one. There's also a decent amount of technology in this. There's something so strange about seeing the characters using mobile phones and things, because I still think of Scooby as being quite a classic show, and I kind of don't look at the dates of films when I watch them. I certainly didn't look at the date of this one when I watched it on Now TV, and it definitely feels a lot more contemporary than some. It's not a criticism, just something that I observed. The story is quite good, and it will definitely make you hungry. Scooby, Shaggy and the gang go to stay with Fred's uncle at this inn where there is a lot of delicious food. His uncle is a brilliant chef, and we seem to have this ghost causing problems, this red ghost. And I don't want to say too much more about it. I don't really ever want to give away too much with Scooby because obviously the mystery is part of the fun. But I definitely didn't work this out. I had no idea where this was going. And I always like that. I always like it when we have a strong element of surprise. And actually, it's a very well-written, well-constructed narrative. The mystery aspect is really brilliant. Once we find out what's going on, I was really satisfied with the way things went. That's not always the case with Scooby. Sometimes it can be too obvious, or sometimes it's just not the most exciting reveal. But with this one, I feel like the beginning, middle, and end of the film were all really satisfying. It's a pretty straightforward story, by which I mean it's not much of an emotional roller coaster. It's not amazing one minute and weaker the next. I feel like it's pretty consistent in being a generally decent story. We have a great cast of characters alongside the main gang, and everybody was either really likeable or well written and certainly well animated. It's definitely a well animated film, absolutely no question about that. And as I said, it will make you hungry. There's a lot of food, very, very delicious, mouth-watering, so that worked very well as well. Definitely very atmospheric. I could feel like I was there, and that's something that's always great, to feel like things are a little bit more immersive than they otherwise might be. Is it my favourite Scooby-Doo cartoon? I'd say no, because it's maybe not as spooky as I would like. It's suspenseful. There's a strong mystery, but I do prefer the ones that are darker and a lot more atmospheric in terms of being spooky and creepy. This one's not really got that vibe, but the mystery is still really interesting. So it's maybe not a personal favourite, but that being said, I can't fault it. I thought Scooby-Doo and the Gourmet Ghost was a fun concept, well executed, all round a pretty decent film. And if you're a fan of Scooby and you haven't seen it, then I definitely recommend it.